Hi, beautiful souls. So, whoever's watching this, I feel like you're an individual who, male or female, has a very soft heart. You're a very sensitive soul. And that is a very beautiful trait to have, no matter what zodiac sign, star sign that you are. You're someone with a pure heart. And you feel other individuals a lot deeper. You're very empathic. And the message that I have for you is regarding your younger years. It could be your earlier 20s, it could be your teen, or majority of your life from when you were younger, a little boy or a little girl in school, in friendship groups and stuff. You've probably been judged or ridiculed for your sensitivity, but your sensitivity is your superpower. Actually, that is how you connect to all spirits, all people. And the reason that you was judged and ridiculed for your sensitivity is because you were around people that it triggered. You were around people who were too afraid to feel to the capacity that you are able to feel. And what do people do when they don't understand something, or when they lack something? They shame others or make others feel bad for it. I'm remembering a time where a few years ago, a cousin of mine, because we were out, we went to the beach, we were having laughs, jokes, a group of us, me and a group of cousins. We went to the beach at night. We just decided to get in 2 cars and drive to the seaside really, really late, having a laugh, going out, and just spend some time by the sea at night. And I remember I was joking around with a cousin, and it wasn't who I was. That's why I was apologetic. But I joked in an insensitive way that was mocking her. And when people's humor is putting other people down, sometimes you want to throw banter back. But I felt like I hurt her feelings. I actually saw her face and I felt her emotions. But some people, they don't like to show their sensitivity or their hurt. They mask it, they cover it really well. But maybe you're someone like myself where you sense people because of your sensitivity, even though they try to put on a brave face. So I knew I hurt her feelings. So I thought so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry, I was joking. I kind of overreacted as well, where it looked like I was too sensitive. And the next morning, that cousin was like, you're too sensitive, you know that? And I feel like she said it in a good way, to be honest. She was trying to tell me to be more hard and stern like her. So she's a Capricorn as well, so I get her, where she's coming from. And I was like, yeah, you're right, I am sensitive. But a lot of the times people made me feel bad for that. And I feel like in this situation, she wasn't trying to make me feel bad for it, but obviously telling me that I needed to change was kind of telling me that it wasn't good being sensitive. However, I feel like the reason I'm bringing up this story is because a lot of people switch off their emotions because it's deep, and sometimes it makes things awkward for people who are avoiding feelings. And I feel like you've been around people who were very good at avoiding feelings, to the point where you started to change, or you told yourself that to get about in this world you need to switch off your emotions. Like Vampire Diaries. Oh, when Elijah switched them back on, that made me cry. If you know, Vampire Diaries. But yeah, a lot of us switch off our emotions because of, number one, feeling like it's really difficult to just be feeling when everybody's hurting, and number two, you feel like you're looked down on or judged, or just the way people treat you based on that. It could be in relationships, like romantic relationships, maybe people feeling like you're too much. It could be in friendship groups where people think that you're too soft. I am strongly getting male, however, a masculine. I feel like I may be talking about a divine masculine too, but it could be both ways, a female too, like myself, you know, where society make you feel like I just got a funny notification. That was hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, distraction, but let me just share it with you guys. Someone just commented on a short clip on YouTube of mine, where I shared a couple's wedding, and someone commented, I feel like I wasted my wedding. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Going back to what I was talking about. You've just been around people who didn't understand you and your heart and your purity and your sensitivity. There's nothing wrong with you. And the world is not all hard. It's just the vibrations of people and the environment of the kind of people that you've been surrounded with. You know, when they say when a flower is not growing, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the flower. Or if a seed is not growing into a flower, there's nothing wrong with the seed. It's the environment. So you are fine the way you are, you know. Maybe there are some hurt or something going on when it comes to past hurt, past pain. That's a different story. That's trauma, and that's pain, and that's hurt. But when it comes to empathy and sensitivity, it is a superpower, because you pick up on energy. And it does make things difficult for you when you're around so many people that are hurting as well, because it hurts that much more deeper. When you're sensitive, emotions are heightened, the good and the bad. But the message here is, don't make the bad make you switch off your emotions. You won't enjoy the good either. If you're trying to avoid the bad, you won't enjoy the good. So don't change yourself, change the people around you. And if you're someone who has hardened themselves, hardened their heart, for example, myself, and this is really weird, I would love to know if anybody else is like this, because this is the story of my life, and I don't know if I'm the only one. But growing up, I always used to, you know how they say, okay, I always used to tear up easily. Like whenever I would just smile out of like pure happiness, there would be a tear dropping. Whenever I'm sad, a tear is dropping. Whenever I'm outside and the wind blows in my face, there's a tear dropping. I was that sensitive. And people used to say, this girl has a lot of evil eye, this girl has a lot of ain, like why is there a tear always coming down from her eyes? And it used to be so annoying for me. It used to be so annoying. Like, even when I'm not sad, it's not just about sadness. Tears are not just associated to sadness, guys. That's another annoying thing, where people think crying is weakness, or, you know, about sadness. But there's tears of joy, tears of happiness, tears of laughter, tears of just pureness, purity. And in religion, they say, like, when your heart is so pure, your tears are near, you know. It shows qashur. It shows, I don't know what qashur is in English. You can write it down in the comment section if you do. It just shows purity and connectedness. But the thing that annoyed me about my tears was, I couldn't wear makeup, guys. Like, I was so annoyed. The fact that my tears would just smudge my mascara or my foundation, and it was really, really, really hard for me to wear makeup on a windy day, and I really wanted to. So when I did harden my heart a little bit, became numb, closed up, and that feeling of numbness I can talk about on another day. Maybe you are going through that right now. Maybe you've just become numb to things, where things that used to affect you don't affect you no more. That's a sign that your heart hardened. But I started wearing makeup and no tears, and not reacting to certain situations. But at the same time, it made me numb to the joy and the happiness that I used to feel at a certain extent as well. Being numb is just, yeah, you won't feel pain, but at the same time, you're just a shell. Whoever you are, 111, as I said that, 1111 actually. Whoever you are, you're being guided to heal your heart, connect with water and rain. And I'm hearing the moon as well. You may be a Cancer, or you need to look up your Cancer placements. I feel like doing a Cancer reading now because we're in a full moon. 15th of December 2024. It doesn't matter what time period you're watching this because it's the energy at the end of the day. But you're going past a threshold is what I just heard. You were at a cap for something before. Maybe you've sensed this about yourself, where you wanted to do more or reach more in life, but you were always at a cap. So maybe in relationships it always ended at a certain time. You would meet new friends or meet like a lover, and then it would end. You would meet and then it would end you after a certain period. So maybe like 3 months or 5 months or a year. There's a cap. I don't know what this cap is for you, but you've noticed this repeated like issue or cycle where there was always something holding you back. It is because you closed your heart. Your heart is not at its full capacity. You're not trusting or loving. You're holding yourself back, and it's because of fear and pain of the past. So journal about this, meditate on this so you can release it. And I know when you do meditate on this, there's a transformation meditation. I'm going to try and link it down in the link, like in the description, for you to listen to. This has helped me a lot when it comes to healing my inner child wounds. And when you're healing your inner child wounds, you're supposed to, or I was meditating, closing my eyes and trying to remember when I first felt pain or sadness in a situation. And I see myself going back in time to my younger self. And every time I did that, I recognized that I did feel my higher self's presence as a child. I just didn't know what it was then. But now I know as my older self, like, wow, I was actually with her all along. I did recognize God being with me. But whoever you are, I feel like you've cried a lot on your own. You've cried so much in private to the point where you stopped crying. The tears ran out. Your heart closed. And it was a time period that you needed, is what I'm hearing. You needed to stop because it was so detrimental for you. You needed to stop feeling. And now it's time for you to open it up again. Because going back to what I was saying, I feel like even though you were numb, or even though you are numb, you cry internally. And that's building up and harboring up so much. Toxic energy that you need to release. That's why they say crying is so cleansing. And now I'm realizing, like, those tears were cleansing me when I was in a toxic environment, when I, in my younger years, and I was sensitive, at least I was releasing it. But when you stop crying and you become tough because you want to survive in this world, you're actually hurting your health. You're actually harming your mental health and your heart. And when your heart and your mind is not open or healed or is blocked, it causes a lot of health issues, a lot of mental health issues, and a lot of physiological issues, and a lot of relationship issues. So if you feel like now is the time that you're tired of the repeated cycles and endings and mishaps, or not able to reach what it is that you're trying to reach or obtain, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, you lose your when you lose your sensitivity, you lose your creativity. And whoever you are, you're extremely creative, or you were and supposed to be. But because your heart's been blocked, you lost your creativity as well, and spark. So that's what's coming up right now. You may be a water sign or a fire sign, or you have strong water or fire placements. Even if you're an earth sign or an air sign, you may have like water placements strongly. So it could be your moon as well. So Cancer moon for some of you, or strong Cancer placements, or Pisces or Scorpio. So that being said, I hope this has helped, and I'm sure this will resonate to whoever it's supposed to. It will make a lot of sense to you. A lot of things has been coming up to remind you of healing your heart, connecting with rose quartz, listening to heart chakra sound frequency, eating greens, connecting with the color green, even connecting to nature, because nature is so high vibrational and of love frequency as well. They give freely, abundantly, unconditionally. So if you're tired of people, connect with nature. You're going to, if you feel empty and disconnected, it will help you feel connected. And obviously connecting to God's source and all of that is going to help you as well. Try to connect with the color pink and orange, male or female, in whatever way. It could be like, wearing it as a clothing, or just glasses even, I just heard, or caps, shoes, jewelry, or coloring, or food that is orange. You may be seeing oranges a lot. So yeah, when your heart is blocked, there's the lower chakras and the upper chakras are just going to be in miscommunication as well, 100%. So if you want a better life, start with the heart. And yeah, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. Make sure to like this if it's helped, and do subscribe, and let me know how it resonated, or what you are doing to help yourself on your healing journey. Love and light, guys. Bye.